Before this video begins, I'm just going to make a content warning here. Corpse Party is a very dark game, so I usually don't leave content warnings because I know it's going to get gory and stuff, but this one has probably by far the most darkest episode, probably, so just a little content warning just for those who are, not, comfortable with that sort of thing. But anyways, please enjoy. Hello, buddy. My name is MrBonesy, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Now, the last episode, we're playing through the eyes of Noho and Kabuki and her friends. And they went to the Heavenly Host Elementary. And here we are. I'm playing as Noho's friend, I'm pretty sure. Where am I? Bomb shelter. Isn't that the end of the game? Like, location? There's a lot of fucking pathways here. I guess we go down here. Oh my god, I think this is the end of the game. The wall? What the? It's crumbling. I don't remember the voice I gave her. Ah! That door is close. And I can't get through. Mommy, save me. Alright, well. Path here is completely blocked with rubble. There's no way through. Alright, let's go to the boys' room. Oh, what's going on now? What am I? Bird in the basket. Oh, when will you come out? Will it be evening of dawn? The crane and the turtle have fallen. So who is it that stands behind me? Am I hearing things? That's a child's voice, isn't it? Maybe this really is an elementary school after all. Oh, fuck, I don't care. Bathroom. This kid could go by themselves. Oh, what is it now? The lights flickered and I could swear I saw something in the path up ahead. Hopefully it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, please. Is somebody there? Ooh. So I'm guessing the way up ahead is good. Not necessarily blocked. Bathroom time. Unless I die right now. The door is sealed firmly shut. There's no way to open it. Upsetting. Girls' room. Is this a bathroom? I'm in like a cave and there's a bathroom here. No matter how I look at it, it's nothing about this place seems like I'm just going anyway. But there was lights on in the ceiling and support beams to prevent cave-ins, so it certainly wasn't a natural formed cavern either. I mean, there was even an indoor plumbing down here. No thank you. I actually did have to go, but there's no limit to how dirty and disgusting a bathroom stall can get before I could just refuse to close myself in there. Guess I'll just have to hold it. You can also just leave it open. Is there a child right here? There's a skeleton remains here. It's a small child. Maybe she was hiding. There's a name tag attached to her jacket. Well, that's upsetting. About the end of the hallway. That was like really loud. Why? Save me. Help me, please. It hurts. Please stop. I could hear voices of children who seem to be in pain or distress. Alright, go to the death room. Fuck them. Go to death room. I don't know why I'm going here, but, might as well. Gotta explore all possible routes. The door is thoroughly sealed and there's no way to get inside. Maybe that's a good thing. I probably wouldn't want to walk into a death room. Okay, what about the end of this hallway? Let's play. Come and get me. I'm over here. I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. I can hear children calling for me. Hiding and groaning to find them. My darkening is like really high up. I think it's because I was just exploring all possible routes. Are you ready or not? Are you ready or not? I can hear voices of children playing. I really need to stop looking around. Let's go to this hallway. I'm literally like looking everywhere. I do know that it said in a guide when I first read it, it said like, for these first chapters, don't worry about darkening. Because they can't kill you this early on. And I'm just like, what? No more. God, there is this place. Where am I? Stop pausing. It's all like kids are gonna kill you. Go. Move it. I could hear children laughing. Among the voices, I heard the sound of a door opening somewhere nearby. It's like awfully close. You think it's the death room? You think the death room open? Might as well look, I guess. Because like the only other door that was sealed shut was the boys' bathroom. Oh my god, it's open. I didn't think this place could get any darker, but the room proved to be wrong. It was completely and utterly devoid of all light. My only indication as if it was the size was the blop sounds of dripping water from somewhere inside, and based on the echo, it didn't seem too big. I was perfectly content to leave it at that, honestly, but I couldn't because I know Noho might have been in there, seized with fear and panic. She usually kept a cool head, but I just seen what she looked like when she didn't, and it worried the hell out of me, so I had to know. No response. Not that I heard any. The dripping wasn't very loud, but it echoed enough that it could convincingly obscure the sound of a person's voice. As long as I kept the door to this room open, through the pale light of the corridor would flutter in, and I'll be able to see the exit. It may not have illuminated much, but at least it'll be able to find my way out in a pinch. So I swallowed my fear and walked into the darkness. Ugh, gross! Huh? What's that smell? It stinks to high heaven. It's something rotten here. Ugh. Oh, what spilled? It's all over my leg. Without thinking, I smacked my hand against my leg, as if it was trying to knock off whatever was stuck to it. What was this? The metallic smell was so thick that I almost couldn't breathe. Was it blood? Did I just wipe blood onto my hand? No, it couldn't be. I just got a sudden itch on my thigh, so I impulsively reached down to scratch it. And then in doing so, a small rice-sized bead stuck to a ball of my finger, but it was all consuming darkness. I had no way to tell what it is. It felt an awful lot like a grind of rice, though it even smooshing and smearing like one when I kneeled it between my thumb and forefinger. What is this? Skin from my thigh? Crap, I hope not. Oh, the lights! Oh my god, what is this place? The source of the horrible smell was suddenly clear. The room was absolutely drenched from wall to wall and ceiling to floor with blood and viscera. How many gallons of blood must there have been to coat this entire room? And the worst part was, none of it was dry. It was all wet, and it was all fresh. There was God, that's kind of, how would you know it's all fresh? I guess if it's still wet, that's disgusting. There was indistinguishably chunks of the flesh, bone everywhere. Just what kinds of twisted things was this room being used for? That's not a good thing if it's fresh, too. That means it was just used. Huh? I scratched my itching thigh again with my finger, then looked down at my legs, and all at once, my blood ran cold. What? Ah! A swarm of little white bugs are wriggling. Oh, it's like maggots around on both my legs. That's why I squished between my fingers. But there were so many more, and they were also on my skirt and my socks and even insides of my shoes. Ah! I fell into a state of total panic, and I threw off my shoes and began frantically brushing myself off with my arms. I grabbed the hem of my skirt and the collars of my socks and shook the hell out of them, too, trying to knock as many bugs off my body as possible could. Scrambling around, I accidentally planted the heel of one of my socks into a murky puddle of red liquid. My mind went blank with disgust. Gross, 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 gross. I can't take this anymore. Calm down, Sayaka. This was just a slaughterhouse. This was a place where the livestock were chopped up into meat. That's one way of thinking about it. It was perfectly natural. There was nothing unusual about this room at all. The blood, the chunks of flesh and bone, probably all just from animals. What kind of butcher are you thinking of? I don't think they're that messy. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? It's like the most inhumane way of taking care of animals is having a whole room full of blood of them. Filthy buckets littered the room. Each one of them was stuffed with reddish-black globs of meat in quivering yellow and white liquid, and most of them femur-like bones adorned the surface, but one of them seemed to be far more horrid stew than the others. And that's because one of them was full of arms, human arms, several of them jutting out above the bucket lid and practically waving at passerbyers. Ah! Ah! Screams and strange breaths because they're basically override all sense of logic and reasons within a person's mind. Quite naturally, quite automatically, and the shock of a scream forced its way out from the inside of my body. From the very pit of my stomach. Ah! Ah! My senses had become razor sharp. I could faintly hear footsteps approaching from the hall outside the room. My stomach tightening, stopping in the next scream in my throat. I was sure of it. In the corridor just outside of this room, someone or something was coming this way. And judging by the sound, it sure wasn't Naho. Ah! Another scream threatened to slip out. I quickly swifted. The last thing I needed was to give away my position. However this was getting closer and closer. I had to act. The hallway outside was just a strange shot, so escaping the room without being seen wasn't an option. Hiding was my only hope. But hiding where? God damn it. I'll go under the blood-soaked table. I feel like that worked in the first game. Would I really be okay hiding under the table? Not my best choice, but I guess there really wasn't too many other options. Either way, I couldn't afford to hesitate at a time like this. I had to follow my instincts. Because if you had it in a closet, what if you need something in the closet? Plus, if you hide under the table, you might see who it is, at least a little bit. Fortunately, the table was pretty low to the ground, so I did have to cover there. Or have some cover there. Nevertheless, I prayed for the footsteps to pass by without coming in. But then the person making those footsteps was probably the same person who turned on the lights in here, so I didn't honestly hold out much hope. Rapidly, my thoughts grew darker. Worst case scenarios began flashing through my mind, one after another. I grasped my quivering mouth and violently shaking shoulders in a vain attempt to calm myself down. I clenched my eyes and shut, and wheeled myself to swallow any sounds that threatened to leak out. No, please save me. It's the guy, it's the teacher, yeah. What was happening? Ah! That was the sound of a girl in pain. The man had apparently dropped solid onto the table and she was either injured or being injured. Ah! Ah! It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I heard an unearthly scream from another side of the table above me. The body became rigid. I'm not doing all these like sound effects, man. I'm not good at making sounds. Crap! If he bent down and picked that up, you'll see me for sure. Eek! Oh, did I die? He was a very strange, horrifying creature. He seemed not quite human, but not really anything else either. And whatever he was, I was scared to death of him. I took it that maybe he was human. He just had a grotesque face, an abnormally large body, not to mention a zombie-like disposition. He was horrifying. I feared as much as my life, as any human being can. I was frightened, afraid, terrified. There was no word strong enough. No, let go of me! Let go of me! I was filling my arms and legs and doing everything I possibly could to break free from his grip. This man was strong as an ox. He wasn't letting go. I was fairly certain he could crush my throat with his bare hands if he wanted to. Ooh. Somebody, anybody, no, mommy! Ooh. Ah! Ooh. Ah! Ooh. Ah! Ooh. Ah. The man drew me up by the neck and violently threw me towards the center of the room. It was almost as if he was proving my hypothesis. My tissue, my bones, and my throat scraped together with a sickening, unnatural sound. I gasped for air. My trachea, whatever the fuck, was in pieces. I could feel my consciousness drifting away. I wasn't sure why, but then he suddenly let out a blood-curdling moan and made a beeline towards the room's only exit. As he ran out, he turned around and slammed his way into the heavy iron door and began slowly leeching close. Wait! I was locked in. I knew it was right away. I went towards the door as best as I could manage, but I already knew I wouldn't be able to get out of it and open it. Wait, please help me. The girl I heard screaming was strapped onto the surface of the now overturned table, dangling hopelessly. Please help. Ah! God, no, open! Open, damn it! Whimper. It hurts, it hurts. Days passed. Oh, okay. I couldn't even begin to guess how many. No light had ever returned to the blood-drenched, pitch-black room. And the girl I was trapped with hadn't said a word for a long time. I knew it smelled in here. I knew it was cold, and that I was in pain, but I couldn't sense any of it anymore. Was I alive? Was I dead? I wasn't sure anything mattered. I just wanted to leave the room. Somebody, please let me out. Okay. I had a feeling that was a bad ending. Wrong end. So I was just trapped in there forever? The first ending of the wrong ends. Cool. Cool. I guess. Continue. Load game. Okay, we're going to choose the other option. What was it? Hide in the closet? Inside the cabinet. The footsteps were approaching fast. I ran over to the large cabinet on the other side of the room. Please open. The doors opened without difficulty, but there were some sort of automatically closed... that they were the sort of that automatically closed when left unattended. Oh well, no time for second guessing now. I turned around and jabbed myself end first into the closet, grabbing the edges of the closing doors with my fingers and pulling them from all my worth. Shrinking my body into a cramped closet, I prayed silently for the footsteps to pass by the room. It was the same person I hold out much hope. Rapidly, my thoughts grew darker. I clutched my eyes shut, wheeled myself to swallow the sounds, otherwise might have leaked out. No hope, please save me. Yada yada. I peeked through the gap in the door, and my fears were confirmed. I no longer was alone in this room. Ooh, gasp. The thing that was in here with me was horrible. Seemed quite human, but not really anything else either. In whatever it was, I was scared to death of him. I took a thought maybe he was human. Yeah, no. Limp body tossed over his shoulders. He walked over like a blood-covered table, violently threw it onto it. Oh my god, is this the girl with no legs? The one that makes no sense because that would have been in the future. She came. Oh my god, she was alive. Yeah, her legs. I think I was. Wait. Oh yeah, her legs have been severed by the thigh, like completely cut off. How could anyone do something like that? I guess time doesn't work the same, and the elementary, but that's weird. No! I don't even remember the voice I gave her. The man straddled the girl and tied both her arms with the metal restraints attached to the table. No, what was he planning to do? Doing to her? He was coming this way. No, please, no. The man passed right by the static closet instead, turning his attention to the nearby corner of the room where he'd been rummaging through a toolbox. He was utterly careless about it, tossing aside any tools he didn't need. Hammers and drills were clinging onto the floor, with some sliding under the table. Each time a tool fell, he bent down and scooped it up. If I was hiding under the table, I absolutely would have been found just now. Thanks, game. Before long, he pulled out a large pair of pliers, returning to the girl's side, and once again, stepping onto the table, straddling her body. Oh, what is he doing to her with those exactly? Wordlessly, an enormous beast clamped down onto the screaming girl's cheek and squeezed with all of her might. Then, as far as I was able to determine from my vantage point, he forced her mouth open and shoved the pliers inside. Ooh. Oh my god! He readjusted his grip on the handle, then skillfully began opening the two metal prongs while simultaneously pushing them down in her throat. No, stop! Firmly grasping the girl's tongue with her pliers, the man slowly yanked his arm upwards with one single powerful movement, tearing it from her mouth. Okay. I heard the sounds of the mouth flaunting over, and after a moment of squirming, all of her movements ceased completely. That's when I lost it. Tears were streaming down my face, and I began peeing myself uncontrollably. Urine was pulling along the bottom of the cabinet. Oh, stop. I frantically contracted my stomach, forcing myself to stop peeing. If any had leaked out from here, I gave my position away. I'll be a goner for sure. My stomach immediately fought the sudden denial with a painful cramp. Please, please don't do this now. The man tossed the severed tongue into an alimony bucket at his feet, then roughly threw the pliers back into the toolbox with an ear-splitting clatter. He grabbed the bucket containing the tongue and slowly disappeared from the room. Well, she had a horrible ending. Somebody had just died out there. I was in shock. It literally scared the piss out of me. I didn't think that would ever actually happen. I had to get out of this room. If I stayed here until he came back, and if he found my hiding spot, I could easily be the next one to die on that table. Slowly and shakily, I opened the cabinet door and reemerged. Oh my god, that's a little gruesome. I didn't need to see that. The girl was still as the board. She almost looked like alive. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what a shot. But her mannequin-like lack of emotion whatsoever said it all. I stared at the fresh corpse and just felt so many conflicting emotions welling up inside me. I exited the room frightening, back more screams from the pit of my stomach that seemed insisted on coming out. No, what is this place? If I'm dreaming, somebody wake me up, please. But I knew it wasn't a dream. I accepted that this place was real, even though it's differently greater from any reality I've ever known before. My brain was quickly nearing its breaking point. A stupefying fog clouded my mind's circuits. No, please, help me, please. Days passed. Oh my god, it's still, regardless, days has passed. In this sweltering, isolated bunker. I couldn't even say how many. My cell phone battery ran out after a while, and my watch died too. I was lost completely, but I never stopped looking for NoHo. I hadn't eaten anything, I hadn't drank anything, and I slept so many times I couldn't even begin to estimate how long I'd been trapped. I would have been like scratching tally marks each time I slept to be like days, even if I slept for like an hour. The chocolate my mom gave me was still in my pocket, but I couldn't bring myself to eat it. I felt like it represented an important bond between me and her. Our friendship will last forever, and it will never die. No. Save me, please. Oh, this is just a sad. Well. Yummy. Oh, yummy. That's the girl. I just saw S, and my brain was thinking that was the same person talking. That was it. Was there more to that? Attain all endings in chapter 4. Okay, no, that was it. There was only one ending in chapter 4? The fuck? Alright, 3 chapters left, guys. Let's jump into this one. What the fuck? I thought there was going to be way more to that. I thought we were playing as NoHo and seeing how Kabuki and everything else happened to her. Because, like, I know they talked about it in the first game. I guess this is a spoiler. So if you really cared about the first game spoilers, skip ahead. But, like, apparently she lost her mind trying to fight Kabuki and, like, the other guy. And, like, but they died. And then she just didn't accept the fact that they died. So she was still continuously looking. But she was also dead. She was a ghost looking for them. And then she lost her mind when you finally revealed to her the truth of the matter. And then she just dropped the key. Or something. I don't know. So I thought we were going to be playing as her while alive. And, like, she was going to be a lot more, like, laser focused. Like, death doesn't bother me. But nope. That was dark. Oh, this is Morrison. This is the psychopath that took pictures of dead people. I deserve punishment for my actions. Oh, this is like during. Each time I took a photograph with my phone, it flashed, made the school walls shine a bright, heavenly white. This was a place of solitude. Only she and I, not another soul to be found. I just can't stay away. Oh. I was actually aware that the hand in which I held my cell phone had begun sweating, and my breathing had become uncomfortably heavy. I was getting more excited. And it was all because of her. Yeah, I think you are a necrophiliac, Morrison. A perfect flower, brightly adorning the wall with its lurid colors. Such was the departed female that form spread beneath me. When I first encountered her, it took me several moments just to comprehend what I was seeing. I never beheld a person with such grievous injuries before. I'm not even certain that the word injury would apply in this situation like this. What state of mind could cause someone to do this to another human being? I was certain this action had been warranted by human hands. You know what doesn't help is the fact that we're like not only describing a horrifying like scene here, it's the fact that it's played by classical music. Like it's like Silence of the Lambs or some shit. You actual psychopath. Largely because both her arms had been nailed to the wall with constricted grip lich pins, being solely on the dugout abdomen, seemingly without the use of tools. The intestines laying on the floor, the smashed eyeballs, and the exposed jaw. One might think she had been torn apart by a wild animal, but the lich pins and the faint traces of human handprints on her here and there proved otherwise. And yet this bold, firmly crafted display of her body shows a clear will and a firmly passion on the part of the orchestration. The blood that splattered far and wide shone in the flash like a bright red flame. The whole chunks of flesh were strewn about like flower petals. The flayed, excavated corpse with arms outstretched and nailed to the wall brought to my mind images of Jesus nailed to the cross. But she was even purer than that. I've never would think I would read that before. There was no self-sacrifice here. No lesson to be taught. Whoever did this clearly had fun with it. That's not pure at all. They enjoyed killing her. They enjoyed destroying her. I suppose there are animals who kill not for food but for sport, leaving the carcass of their prey behind. Of course, even intelligent animals like the lion, monkey, and dolphin can be subjects to occasionally execution. Can we like take a few seconds back? Are you really comparing people killing for sport to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ? I'm pretty saying it's purer than that. That's crazy. I'm not like 100. Like I'm not crazy religious. That's just crazy to say. That's like the most crazy thing I've read so far. Like, I know there's people who like actually talk crap on dead people's graves, like desecrating the grave. That felt like desecration right there. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was downright disrespectful, man. What the fuck? Actual psychopath here. Yet only humans possess the capacity to turn their violent impulses into art. Oh my god, you actually did see it like for a second when the text box went away, like her intestines here. Can that truly be all there is to it though? I feel like that's like so graphic that I actually might have to, like I probably won't censor it. Because there's a text box censoring so I can barely see it. But I feel like if YouTube really picked up on it, it could make this video age restricted. It did that for our Outlast video I did years ago. I did Outlast Whistleblower, and even though I censored it, the scene where, if you know Outlast Whistleblower, you know the scene I'm talking about, like near the end, where someone was cut apart and posed like they were giving birth. Disgusting. Censored that completely. I was like, that's graphic. Because it was a guy, I think. Censored it, still got age restricted. So, I hope this doesn't get age restricted, because this is kind of graphic too. My internal monologue had begun soliloquy, if only for a moment. I think that was the word. What was it about the girl that fascinated me so? Witnessing the aftermath of murderous actions did provide a certain feeling, sense of childlike helplessness, to be sure. But why she, in particular, struck my fancy? This whole school is like a virtual corpse party. He said the thing! He said it! Oh my god! That's the title of the video. He said that thing. I've seen so many other bodies since I arrived here, but none like hers. Shit, I forgot it does that. I hit the mouse wheel. The moment I first laid eyes on her will stay with me always. Not just the sight, but the smell too. Hanging in the air like steam after a hot bath. She was young, junior or senior high age. But that's about all I could determine. The uniform was tattered and soaked through the blood, and there was no student ID tag to be found. The only reason I believed her to be she, in fact, was due to the presence of makeup bag and ornate tortonsel jewelry on the ground nearby. I would also just assume this aspect right here, but that would be just me. I don't have the slightest clue who she may be, so why am I so drawn to her? Please tell me, who are you? The alarm on my cell phone sounded as if it's answered. Oh dear, is it already this late? A production of The Barber and Sylvie was airing on the MHK Education Network that evening, and Mayu had asked me to record it for her. Being away from the TV at the time, I set a few reminders on my phone to sound a regular. And what if he wasn't in the elementary high? He was just in life. Mayu was the most renowned for her love of sweets and accessories and such. I often wondered if anyone else knew how much she enjoyed the works of. I feel like he would kill her for pictures. Like, I feel like he would do that. I need to find Mayu. She's lost without me. And bright and beautiful Mayu. Oh, you know what that reminds me? He makes me think of the father and Mad Father, if you know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name. But, like, I don't know, something about that makes me think of the father. He's like, and he has, like, a chainsaw. And he's like, I want to make you perfect. I want to make you a doll. All bright and beautiful Mayu, beloved by all who knew her. I was the only one aware of her weaknesses that lay within her heart. Therefore, I was the only one who could truly protect her. Speaking of weaknesses, I wonder what's become of Mochida's little sister. Okay. This is after this moment. I certainly enjoyed chasing her around earlier. Gave her quite a fright. If I was Mochida and we all survived this, I would knock him the fuck out. What a monster. What a fucking horrible human being. I adored watching her run for her dear life. And it was... that is true. But I guess even more of a fun fact, he never did anything. Because I remember when that first happened, I didn't run away because I didn't know he was going to try to threaten me. He just walked up to me and he just stayed on me. I'm like, hi. So it was just weird they followed you. So I guess it was supposed to give you the fright of, like, he could kill you. Ooh, but, like, in reality, secret Easter egg, he doesn't actually hurt you because he's not that evil yet. I adored watching her run for dear life. It was act befitting a psychopathic pedophile. Yet didn't expect to read that out loud. And I am no such thing. Why then did I glean such joy from it? I simply found her frail, cowering. This is like the most darkest chapter, I think. Irresistible, precious. The sights of her overwhelming, weak person standing before me, utterly hopeless and alone, eluded my very soul. The sensation was nearly orgasmic. See, I don't wanna compare it to that. Yet this was a friend's sister. For all the torment I've caused, I certainly intended no harm. The perceived threat I represented just spawned such panic and horror within her that I couldn't help myself. Thinking back upon it still makes me smile. I swear, it feels like there's another me slowly and steadily awakening within. No, this isn't right. This isn't who I am. Could it be this nightmare location is messing with my head? No shit. Indeed, this wouldn't do at all. If I were to return to the real world with Mayu and the others without first discarding this new me, I would no longer be able to live the way I did before. I suppose I'll need to erase all these pictures and movies I stored with my phone. Including hers. By far the most darkest episode. Yeah, this would be the darkest episode because of the ending of the other chapter. Imu, Toko, anybody at all? Is anybody there? I don't know that name. Crap, my phone. Is it okay? Damn it, the strap broke. Nobody is in here either. Where did everyone go? Hard to believe we were just in the student council room. I guess Sachiko Chime is what did us in, huh? That was it. This wasn't just some ordinary school building. Some fellow student council members and classmates, and all I did was a real weird ritual, and then I passed out, and I thought maybe it was Emina or something. And I woke up. I found myself in the thoroughly disturbing place, and all my friends were nowhere to be found. At first, I thought maybe this was just Toko playing a prank on me, but I quickly realized that it went far beyond that. I got angry. I screamed. I cowered in fear. I begged anyone who could hear me to stop doing this. And only I was just talking to air. This all felt like a bad dream, and I prayed in my heart of hearts, that that's all it was, because I knew I wouldn't be able to stand being in this horrible place all along. I just wanted to see someone, to be with someone. I just wanted someone to call my name. I'm Mitsiki Yamamoto, a 11th grader at Bankyudan Senior High School. I served as a clerk for the student council. I'm right here, everyone. Right here. Alright, we're in control. The door's frozen in place. Decoration. Damn it, the windows were the same way. What the hell's going on here? I'm not going to accomplish anything by staying in one place. I need to keep looking for my friends. Okay, okay. I didn't even get a choice. Mitsuki. Oh, who's there? It's me. Kurosake. Kurosake, where are you? We were in the same hallway, but separated by a huge hole in the floor. Still, I've finally found someone. Kensiki. Kurosaki. Classmate of mine from 2-4. After being alone in here all this time, finally a friend. I could barely contain my something. I don't know. I skipped dialogue. Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is. Kurosaki, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're all right. You too. How are you holding up? You're not hurt or anything, right? No, I'm just fine. How about you, Kurosaki? Where are the others? I wish I knew. I only just woke up and still trying to figure out how I got here. No kidding. We're all in the student council room, right? So how come we're in the rundown school now? Did someone carry us here while we're unconscious? That's not the only explanation I could think of. But I can't imagine anyone actually doing that. Yeah, there would be pretty sick. But then, well, have you seen what's in here with us, Kurosaki? The dead bodies? Yeah, first time in my life I've ever seen the real deal. I was about ready to piss my pants when I realized what I was looking at. You, come on. I'm serious. This place, it's not so safe. We need to find Kizaima, Fukuyuri, and the others, and get the hell out of here. Kurosaki carefully edged closer to the hole in the corridor, bit by bit, and then took a good long look inside. You could leap over, right, I'll bet? I mean, you're in the baseball club, and you're good at sports or something like this. Should be no problem. Just because you're in baseball doesn't mean you're good at jumping. Baseball is about, like, hitting the ball, running, and catching. And, like, maybe you slide on the ground or you, like, hop to, like, dove to grab the thing. Jumping is not in the fucking... not in that. There's no way I'll have to be a track star to clear that. Well, you'll never be the one with that kind of attitude. Man, you don't mince words, do you? Wouldn't expect anything less of you, though. Anyways, I'm going to go try to find another way around. What? Wait. You stay there, Mitsuki, in case anyone else shows up while I'm gone. You don't need to be in such a hurry. Why don't we stay here for a little while yet? Don't leave me alone. I guess I could be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes in class and student council meetings. I'm always trying to take charge. I suppose I have to be all docile and sweet like Irm if I want to be treated like a lady. Out of range. Damn. Right to what I need it at most, too. The time display on my phone reads 29:09. Well, that's certainly not right. Maybe it got messed up when I dropped it. 50 years has passed. Kurosaki taking an awfully long time. I sure hope nothing happened to him. Hey, anybody there? Kurosaki? I'm here, over here. Kurosaki. Mitsuki, is that you? Furuki? Furuki? Oh my god, another new face. Thank goodness. I was looking all over for you, Mitsuki. It was Masato Fukuri? A classmate of mine, and the student council president. He always had a scowl on his face and dug his heels into the ground and everything, but right now, his cold abstinence was as welcomed as could be. Fukuri, I'm so glad you're all right. Once again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of these fucking names right. Wait, wasn't that exactly the same thing I said to Kurosaki? I really did get some new material. I'm sorry you caught me right as I was starting to panic. I mean, we're in this horrible place, and Kurosaki wandered off. So slow down. This isn't like you at all. This isn't like you. Mitsuki, are you saying Kensuke or Kensuke is here too? Yeah, he's on the other side of that pit, and since he couldn't figure out a way to cross it, he just ran off just to find an alternative way around. I see. Jumping the gun as always then. Have you found anyone else? Fukiri? What about Toko? I'm afraid not. No Okui or Katayume either. And no Kizumi. Well, Kizumi's probably fine by himself. Humph. You might be right. He's strong in body and strong of will. I doubt even a place like this could bring him down. Hey, at any rate, once we reignite with Kurosaki, we should make finding the others our first priority. Maybe we should try to find an alternative route around this pit ourselves then. Is that really such a good idea though? What if Kurosaki gets here after we're already left? Then we'll have to wait for us, and we'll set about finding our own route. There's a good chance we'll run into him along the way. I actually like his design. And we might happen upon the others too. You're right, we can't just stand around. We'll never get anywhere. I have to admit, I'm worried about Toko and the others. Me too. We have to confirm the safety of everyone from Bakudan and as soon as possible. The door to the art room is locked up tight. Oh, we're in the other side. Wait. I see our sprites. I see my sprite, and that doesn't look familiar. So everything is locked up. The door's locked. So I guess we go down here. So was I just standing there waiting? Well, we're back. Let's go to the music room. Yeah, we're on the other wing of the school. That's cool. Music room. The first things I noticed when entering the room was a stack of candles and a box of matches right in front of my eyes. Had someone left these behind? These look fine. As long as they're not too damp, they should be perfectly usable. See, if I was in like a weird hellscape, because, I mean, even though it'd be impossible to find out on my own, it's obviously that, like, this school kind of exists on, like, different, like, it's obviously known as different layers, but it also seems like time is weird. Which I guess was apparent in the first game. I just didn't think it would be that crazy in the last chapter where, like, the people who made the curse, like, gave it the wrong advice and that would get you into the curse would already, like, they would already be there when they arrived, which is, like, weird timey-wimey things. I didn't expect that to happen right away. I would have been, if I find, like, a box of matches, I would take, like, 5 matches and leave the box there. So if anyone else finds it in a different weird place, they could find, like, a box of matches so they could also use it. Instead of just taking the whole box. Because the candles that Ayumi, like, leaves, which is the save points, they're all over the place. Even though, yeah, in that other game, in the chapter and later in that game, she's like, I gotta make these candles. Come on, Flame. I struck one of the matches along the side of the box, and a small red flame flickered into being. I propped out one of these loose candles and placed the burning match head up against its wick. Oh, I placed the candle this time. It may not be much, but hopefully someone comes in this room and sees this candle. They'll know the other living beings in here with them. I decided it would be the best to take the remaining candles and the box of matches with us, just in case we needed them. Oh, that's cute. I thought Ayumi started the candles thing, though. Maybe that's just in the first building. Awards, plaques. What could this be? Take it out of the box. The cabinet glass is locked. Fuck me. Okay. We're not reading any papers because that fucks you up. There's other things where I would read it, but like if this thing actually matters later on. If it can actually hit 100%. And it was my advice. The advice I read was that just stop reading things, stop looking at everything. So it's like, you know what? I will. The left had a lot of pathways. Might as well go to the dead end. The door to the staff room is locked up tight. There's also a soul here. Is that a ghost? Looks for real. Crap. This isn't good. My legs are shaking. You're still alive, aren't you? If you don't want to that to change anytime soon, then I'll take my advice. Trust no one. Not a single person. It's locked up type. See, I kind of feel like it was gonna be locked up. I guess to the exit? I don't know. Oh, this is where I was. Boys' room. Oh, it's locked. The boys' room entrance is completely boarded up. There's no way getting inside right now. There's another ghost, though. Let's talk to him. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's a mirror of agony and torment that could drive a man to madness with a single touch. Thank you, ghost. Let's go to the first floor. On this side, which actually might be where the guy is. This is definitely where he is. So I was just being I was just lazy. I couldn't find him anytime. The girls' bathroom entrance is covered in the protective charms, and it seems to be shut up tight. I remember that. That was heavier here than it does anywhere else. And these doors covered in protective charms, and seems to be sealed up tight. It's not even locked. It just won't open. Shindo seals? I don't like the looks of that. It's no more disconcerting than anything else in this godforsaken building. Oh, really? Well, it's not like we can get in there to investigate anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's move forward to reference room. And then after that, we're all in fucking dead ends and we have nothing left to do. And then I'll be confused. It's locked, isn't it? The door and window are frozen in place as if they were just decorations on the wall. Nothing even rattles with a push. There's a bucket here. It looks like a bucket, probably used to the custodian for mopping the floors. There's nothing inside. Where the fuck do I go now? Does this hallway to like talk about how like, oh, it's the same end. The fuck? I went everywhere. God damn it. I hate this part of the game. This aspect is like kind of meh. I wish it was like how the fourth chapter, even though the fourth one was like just reading, really. I wish it was kind of like, if once I just have to go everywhere and then I'll be like pretty much done. I went everywhere and I'm still not fucking done. Fucker, look, there's something in there. Something small that was firmly jammed between two of the keys of the piano. It seemed like it was been wedged in there with tremendous force, making it impossible to move either of its surrounding keys. Yeah, there's definitely something in there, but I don't think it'll be getting out anytime soon. We need something that could fit in tiny spaces between keys in order to pop it out. Don't I have a match, though? I mean, I wouldn't say it's strong. Fuck. What? Apparently, I just missed a lot of things in every fucking room, because that's what this guide's telling me. I just missed everything. I didn't even see a corpse in the exit. Oh, there is like a little red stain. I just didn't pay attention to that. A decomposing human cranium occupies the top left cubby of the shelf. It must have been easy to make it fit, as there are tiny pieces of flesh and scalp tissues all along the frame. The only standout injury is to the jaw, which is clearly smashed in, giving the face an eerie, unnatural expression. Based on what's left of its facial features and the cut of its hair, it was likely a male middle school student. Looking closely, something seems to have been shoved in its mouth. Look, there's something in there. Check it out. I could definitely see something in his mouth, but I don't think I can, you know, allow me. Ugh, definitely not a fan of maggots crawling all over me. Fukuriro dug around in the insides of the mouth and of the severed head for a few moments, and then firmly withdrew his hand. It was gripping something tightly between his now foul-smelling, discolored, and dully grotesquing fingers. Here, I've got tissues. Oh, thank you. It seemed to be a key of some sorts. After thoroughly wiping off the maggots and bits of rotten flesh, the item for Kuru produced from the head took on that classic look of an old copper key. Why? I think I know where to go for that. I have no darkening either, surprisingly. Even though I talked to Ghost. Oh my god, it was the art room. How do I even get to the art room? What? Was there another staircase? No, fuck no. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Oh, I didn't use the stairs. I didn't know I forgot there were stairs down here. Fuck! Oh, the one actual area I didn't check is the one area that I need to go. I just thought music room was the end for some reason. I didn't know that it went down further. I forgot about it. Well, the one room I didn't bother looking. The art room. This would work. I wonder if the key works. Use old key. Alright, it's a match. Oh, I can't just enter the room by interacting with it. Art room. It's a fan almost invisible from the distance, but there appears to be a painting on the white rose on this canvas, or maybe it's just white stands. There's quite a lot of objects in the shelves in these drawers, but every one of them is fixed in place as of their decorations. Fuck. Same thing with this? Yeah. There's a plaster model of a human arm in one of these shelves. Maybe it was used in sketchings. The fingers are stained red as if covered in blood. The hell is this? That doesn't look like a painting, does it? The portrait of a girl with a long black hair, but her face is completely blotted out with red paint. It's still life depicting Hanger. What the fuck? Oh! This. There's a palette knife. Placed beneath the canvas. What could I use this? The piano. This seems like something we can be able to use. Take it. Well, this one seems to be a lot more puzzle-y. And by puzzle, I mean walk back and forth, grab pieces to help other pieces. Which isn't 100% puzzle-y, but more of just backtracking a bunch of thousand times. But, you know, it's fine. Now, there's only two things we can use this for. Hey, what about the palette knife we just found in the art room? Try it. Fuku took the palette knife in hand and started to dig between the keys of the piano with it in an attempt to dislodge whatever was stuck. It took a lot of effort than expected and created an unpleasant scraping sound of that kind that hurt my ears, but ultimately... Alright, I got it. It's a key, totally different shape and size than the one we used to open the art room too. Alright, we'll try this thing. Open up. I removed the rectangular box from inside the marveled at the feel of the wood. It was made of a polyone, making it smooth and lightweight. Look, as a lock inside, shall we? Doesn't it seem dangerous or anything? Hope you didn't just jinx us. I wouldn't worry. Even if there's a bomb in there, I'm sure you'll be able to handle it just fine. Haha. Isn't that supposed to be the girl's line? I couldn't believe I just laughed, but I guess Fucker overly serious deadpan reactions had become a source of strength for me. I can't even describe how grateful I was just to have him here. He was like a pillar of strength. With that in mind, I fearlessly opened the balloon box. Inside, wrapped in the silk, was a small wooden board inside, inked with calligraphy. With it, it looks like a kind of thing you would see at somebody's grave. That's exactly what it is, a wooden grave tag. It's kind of protective charm. It's the sort of thing they burn at Buddhist cardell stick ceremonies. I wasn't particularly well versed in the Buddhist practices, but in a place like this, any sorts of protective charms seem like a good item to have. Well, there's only one other place I could check with a charm. And it's the girls' bathroom, because that's charms. Take a sip from my drink as I walk there. Because, you know, it's fucking slow. Even though sometimes it just immediately teleports me to rooms. Girls' room. If it doesn't work, then we're calling it an episode. Yeah. Oh, yeah, try it. The rating on these pepper charms really does look pretty similar to the rating on that grave tag. But what are we supposed to do with it? Maybe try chalking it at the seals? Sounds like a good way to get cursed. How about I just sit on the ground nearby instead? Fukur did exactly that, and after only a few moments, there was a noticeable change in the air. Then, all of a sudden, the grave tags emitted a bright blue light, and the door was engulfed in flames. Crap, the whole building's gonna burn down! No, wait, look! It already turned to run, but at Fukur's urging, I turned back, and I have to admit, what I saw defied my expectations, and explains all explanations as well. The flames weren't exactly engulfing at the door, but rather just the protective paper charms it fixated to. The door and wall, and the floors were untouched. After several seconds of burning, the paper charms were completely vaporized, and the flames definitely vanished, as if they were never even there. Alright. Shit. Girls' room. Seems to be someone right there. There's a body hanging from the ceiling beams, saying back and forth versus like it's completely decomposed, but judging by the uniform, it's probably a female junior or senior high school student in life. But behind the swinging corpse, there was like a conspicuous hole visible in the back wall. And all around it, all the sides, there's graffiti. Exactly the kind you expect to find in a public lavatory, from dirty drawings to for a good times. Call me, I'll be waiting for you. Dead cat in class 3's locker. I'm watching you from above. From 3A lovers. Japanese studies teacher Mr. Blank. Just die already, you pervert. There's a name tag on the girl's uniform. Rubens Academy Senior High School. It would be cool if it was Sekko's. Alright, well, I'm gonna save it here. I'm gonna call it here, I guess. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, this is a very dark video, Jesus. Please like, comment, subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!